Ready.
Welcome back. Part 2, Rellism Raw. Sports Talk episode 132. Part 2. Thank y'all for watching on YouTube. Listen on Spotify or Anchor. I got love for the Commanders, love for the Mamba, and all the love for my mama, baby. Big Dave, we still hoping out everything for you. Got Mondo back in the crib. The 49ers got big plays. He's wide awake today. And my man Brandon's in the house. He's ready for his tour to come back and see if they can resalvage their season. What's up, fellas? Again, part 2. Now we're going AFC. Them Dolphins. We'll see what they're going to do. First team I'm going to talk about definitely has to be the one I alluded to at the end of the last episode, the Patriots. Patriots are now 3-3. And they beat some teams I didn't think they was going to win. They beat the Browns, who I keep saying could be undefeated. Instead, they 2-4. How is the Patriots keep winning, Brandon? How do they keep winning?
Let's see, who they beat the Browns? Well, I picked them to beat the Browns and the Lions, but yeah. Didn't they beat Pittsburgh in an ugly one?
Okay, I mean,
it's
you poo-pooing teams they beat. It's the NFL. Anybody can beat anybody.
Nah,
and we've seen how that goes every week. We were just talking about the Jets and the Giants and all that. So,
but honestly, old boy, the rookie played some good ball. But
the wide receiver or
no, the quarterback.
The quarterback.
He ain't a rookie no more. Are you talking about the Zappy?
Yeah, Zappy.
Might be a little bit better than Mac. They go throw Mac.
He might be. Yeah, Mac might not get his job back.
You agree? You think so, Shamon?
I mean,
okay, so
Mac's starting. But
I will say this about Zappy. I feel like Zappy has done more to win games than Cooper Rush has to win games for Dallas.
Yeah.
So when people talk about Cooper Rush, he's doing all these great. No. And if you want to say Zappy's doing some stuff, cool. I agree with that. So no love for Bill Belichick. No love for the coach.
Nah, I said it's coaching. It's coaching. Stevenson's out of his mind.
Stevenson's doing well. And the reason why I'm saying, you know what, and I'm just saying this because it's something, of course, at my heart's with Big Dave and his family right here, because he's the one who actually got me into coaching, just watching him coach and different things. And so when I was coaching, it was more about, I want the players that nobody else wants. I want the players with single moms or single dads or ones that need the ride to get to practice. I wanted those kind of players because nobody else wanted them. And I took pride in that. I think Bill Belichick is taking pride in saying, yeah, I don't have all these big names. Tom Brady ain't here, but watch what I can do. I think Bill Belichick's doing some stuff like that. I don't know what y'all think about that, but I do.
Yeah.
Now, on the other side, Shamon, flip the script on the other side. Cleveland is 2-4, and they're still not out of the division because the Ravens don't ever want to be consistent and show up. I think it's the Bengals division now. I think the Bengals will take over the division, but that's another story for another time. But they're 2-4. They're still around. Your quarterback, Jimmy G, was available for everybody to snack up. Nobody wanted him. Do you think the Browns are kicking themselves for not getting Jimmy G to hold it down for 11 games? What do you think?
Yeah.
Think so?
And then we was even coming out with rumors saying things like, we wouldn't mind just the 5th round pick. We'll take any pick.
That's what I'm saying. They were trying to give it away.
Yeah, we was trying to hand them to somebody, to be honest. So yeah, I do think Jimmy would be doing. They'd have at least an extra win on their record.
One win, I think they have more than that. Brandon, we were talking about Geno Smith, and different things, and Cooper Rush, like you brought up Cooper Rush or whatever. He's been successful until this last game. He wasn't turning the ball over. Jacoby Brissett is losing games because he's turning the ball over. Jimmy G doesn't do that. Do you think they're kicking themselves for not doing that trade? Like Shamon said, they were trying to give him away.
Yeah, I think they should have did it immediately. That and the defense is a little bit too. So.
I mean, they're a little beat up, but I mean, they're hanging in here.
But they're not out of it. I mean, Steelers ain't even out of it. If they were to somehow beat us, they right there a game back.
Get to that. That's why I keep want to get on here. But I agree with y'all. That division's still up in the air. It's a lot of divisions still up in the air, which we'll get to. All right, the showcase game of the AFC. Josh Allen coming back to play Patrick Mahomes. When you watched that game, Shamon, what was your thoughts during the game and then after the game? Because I know you watched it because you got Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. Not against me this week, but you got him.
I mean, them boys special, man. But bro, it's like I feel like they the two best quarterbacks in the league, honestly. Like when I took out of the game is like they gonna battle, bro. It's like they like boom and boom. Like the Chiefs got them last year in the playoffs. They came back this year. They like bang. You never know that the Chiefs next time might come out bang. It's like one of them type of like they know each other's number basically. It's about the mentality.
I love it. It reminds me of like I did QB comparisons a couple episodes ago. I never got to talk to y'all about it, which we might talk about if we have time. But I love the fact that they're all young and they're going to be doing this for a long time. I think the AFC is going to be so fun. And if Jalen Hurts and these other guys step up and whatever, but the AFC quarterbacks are going to be unbelievable. Brandon, what did you take out of that game?
I took two things. I hate to say this. Josh Allen's the best quarterback in football, I think.
Better than Mahomes?
I think so, yeah.
Ooh.
And I don't care what anyone says, they badly missed Tyreek Hill.
We're going to get to that one, too.
I mean, they need him so bad. They can't do nothing. So
we're going to get to that one. So y'all both said the same thing, Josh Allen, love. Other than the tiebreaker and anything like that, because we still think the Chiefs could beat the Bills if they met in the AFC Championship game, right? Even if it's in Buffalo. Because you have confidence in Patrick Mahomes to still do things, right? Or no?
I don't.
Oh, so we think it's done.
Patrick Mahomes nice.
He's nice, but he was nicer with Tyreek.
No, he's nice.
You think it's general, Buffalo and nobody else, Brandon?
I ain't gonna say nobody else.
Well, if it ain't the Chiefs, who is it?
I mean, the Chiefs don't have the defense to slow Allen down. He gonna eat them up.
You gotta realize when Josh Allen is running with the ball, that's like a big ass tight end running. Yeah, you gotta think about that. He generate from a quarterback into a tight end.
But if you got somebody spying on him and you only got one receiver that you throwing it to, and he showing up like handful of times. I don't know. But so we feel like they're kind of even 1A, 1B kind of, 1A, 1B. So, Brandon, is there anybody with this trade deadline? Because I keep talking about the trade deadline because there's a lot of players out there. And now adding Elijah Mitchell to the occasion, who's a young stud receiver who I think they have never gotten the best out of. Yeah. Is there, because you talked about the Chiefs not throwing it. They don't have Hill. Is there anybody in the trade deadline that either one of them can do to really supplant themselves over the other one?
I think, honestly, Buffalo – if they got Cam Akers, I think that'd be a good pickup.
Okay.
Because I don't trust Singletary or Moss.
What happened with Cook? He was supposed to be. You drafted him for a reason.
I know they're not using him. So I mean,
is it they're not using him right, or he didn't elevate the way we thought he would?
I mean, that's a possibility. That's a possibility. But they do not run them.
Look, Brandy, you know good and well. Cook's gonna be one of these guys next year in the draft that Tommy's gonna get like the 12th freaking round, and then he's gonna wind up being the starter, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, look at me!" He's like, "He went the 12th round, fucking Tommy." You know he will. You know
he's below 500 in both leagues, though. Isn't he?
Huh?
Isn't he below 500 in both leagues?
He might be. I don't know. I'm trying to get 3 and 4 in all my leagues. All right, Mon. Do you think anybody on either team needs to make a trade?
I don't think anybody necessarily needs to make a trade. I mean, if you ask me if I wanted to really be honest, I'd get some to sharpen the Chiefs defense up.
Try to find a playmaker on defense like our corner or something?
Yeah, because they don't really got nothing. They're missing Tyrann Mathieu, and we all see that.
I said that on Jason's show. That's exactly. That's what I said, Brandon. I said that the Chiefs miss the Honey Badger more than Tyreek Hill. I said that on Jason's show.
They're missing him, bro. They don't got that.
Tell you a 49er fan. Everything you said was defense. You ain't say nothing about no offense about nothing. Yo, you defense. Mondo, linebacker, defensive end coming off the corner. Anyway. So that's gonna be a big game. I'm interested to see if anybody does pull the trigger because there is people out there like Brandon said, Cam Akers, the Jets wide receiver. Odell, if he decides to go with Von Miller's best friend or whatever's going on. I think it's interesting. But me and Brandon's pick to win the AFC West and my pick to go to the Super Bowl, who I think is getting better and better. And Tommy's lucky he's not on here because Austin Eckler is what we thought he was. He is what we thought he was, Tommy. Anyway, and Justin Herbert is the new Ben Roethlisberger. He takes pain like no other, and he's getting healthier. They just beat those less ride Broncos to go to 4-2. So if the Chiefs don't need to make a play, and they're the same record as the Chargers, can the Chargers do something to elevate them past the Chiefs to win the division, Brandon? Or are they good where they're at?
I mean, with a healthy Keenan Allen, I think they're good where they're at. But
he's supposed to come back this week, maybe. So
yeah, he's questionable. They could probably add another receiver, not a stud or nothing, but somebody.
You don't like Palmer?
I don't like Mike Williams that much. I mean, to be honest with you.
I don't either, but he shows up once in a while.
Yeah, but no, I think they're good. I think they're still going to win the division. The defense will get healthy.
Could somebody like Eli Mitchell or OBJ
if they traded
Elijah
Mitchell? Yeah, Elijah Mitchell, I think is good.
Can he change the dynamic going to the Chiefs or the Chargers if he went to one of them? Could they push him over the top?
I mean, I think so. Because, I mean, McCole Hardman, Juju, they're not doing that shit for the Chiefs.
Right. And what happened to the other rookie? Like, what happened to that one? What's going on? What do you think, Mondo? Are the Broncos finished? Or do they still have a chance? They're 2-4, 2 games out. Melvin Gordon started like 2 plays.
I don't think Denver has the coaching staff right now to play at a high level. Sorry, I was about to say San Diego.
Do you think the Chargers do? Because just because they're 4-2,
they got a terrible
suspect thing, dude.
Yeah. They got a chance though because they got a warrior in Justin Herbert, and if they can rally a little team together like Eli did in that 2017, it wasn't never expected to make it. They can do something. Keenan Allen, they can do something.
I mean, I picked the Chargers to go to the Super Bowl, so I know they can do something. I picked them to win the division, go to the Super Bowl. So I believe that much in Herbert and in that scheme of offense. And I thought, with Bosa and everybody, of course, they're having some injuries with all that, but I think if that defense can get right, towards I think they're gonna be that team. But there's tons of players out there. They don't need no help nowhere.
I mean, of course, every team has their bumps and bruises, but I feel like it's not the end of the world. They can work with what they got if they make the right moves and the right game plan. Because they do have the talent. They got.
What about the Broncos? What about the Broncos, Brandon? The Broncos. We saw Melvin Gordon. They might as well just go ahead and trade him. You know what I'm saying? Might as well go trade him. Latavius Murray and Boone.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I've always said Russell Wilson was overrated. I was the only person to ever think that.
I did too. I
think he's showing it. He has a bad game on my shoulder. It's fucked up. Right. Oh, now it's my hamstring. Dude, shut up. There's a reason your teammates ain't like you in Seattle. There's a reason they don't like you now. They're done.
Is he a locker room splitter like T.O.? Because I don't know if y'all watch the games with Denver, but if I'm a quarterbacks be going to their receivers like, yeah. He be walking on the sidelines like, nobody talks to him.
No, like if you look at Tua, who's not great, but they love him, and he's a leader, and he talks. He's a captain. Russell Wilson's a prima donna, spoiled, entitled.
So, Brandon, who do you hate worse? Who's the bigger punk in your eyes? Is it old school Russell Wilson or is it new school Kyler Murray? Who's the biggest baby in your opinion?
I would say Kyler. I don't know. They both are
Kyler Murray.
Probably. Just because of this new age social media shit.
I'm going to take myself off Twitter.
Because of that. Whatever. You don't yell at your coach, man. I don't care. Whatever.
I feel you.
Cliff Kingsbury.
So, he's suspect too. I don't even say how these people are getting all this money. So, real quick, we're going to talk about the New York teams. New York Giants this week, they play the Jaguars 2-4, who's had some big wins, weird losses. Then the Jets coming off the big win against the Cheeseheads. You know what I mean? They play those Broncos. Which one, in your opinion, Shaman, has the biggest chance for a letdown?
The Broncos.
Do you think the Broncos can beat the Jets? You think the Broncos can beat the Jets?
Oh yeah.
I agree. I picked that upset too, yo. I picked that upset. Why you think so? Why do you think so?
Because at the end of the day, Russell Wilson ain't gonna just get walked over top of. No, that's still Russell Wilson, and he's gonna come in there. He look. No, I'm trying to tell you though. Now listen to me, real talk. That defense
Okay,
gonna
that's
wake
better.
up.
The defense is good.
In the
He has
second,
2. Okay, thank you.
He might get 2 picks. He might get 2.
Yeah, that's not Russell Wilson, baby. That's not Russell Wilson. That's PS2.
Yeah.
He's
Russell Wilson might throw 2 picks to the defensive rookie of the year.
They both might get 2 picks.
Yeah.
Is Denver at home?
Yeah, Denver's at home.
I picked Denver at home
favorite.
for a shocking upset too.
I got Denver.
I did too. I pulled that card. What about you, Brandon? You think it's the Jets or you think it's the Giants?
I got both of them losing.
I got both of them losing too. Let's go. Why you think the Giants can lose? Or why you think the Jags can win?
Because I don't think the Jags are that bad. I really don't. I think they fuck around. They can win their division still. I mean,
yes, Brandon. Yes, they're 2-4.
Yeah.
That's. I ain't gonna say that's my team, but what it was gonna use it for.
Yeah,
I agree with everything both of y'all said. Both of y'all said nailed it for me, dude. Nailed it for me. I think both of them will lose. Both of them will lose and get humbled a little bit. Both of them will lose and get humbled a little bit. All right, the Ravens off a loss to them Giants we just talked about. It seems like one week we're like, man, them Ravens suck. They can't close a game. Then the next game they beat somebody. We're like, oh, there they are. They're back. And then they lose again. I'm not gonna talk about why they keep losing. They can't like hold on to wins. I think it's the coach. We can talk about that because nobody talks about him. Everybody thinks he's the greatest freaking coach. Dude, it starts with that coach. You got to finish games anyway. So the Ravens 3-3. They're playing another team that's underachieving, the Browns 2-4. Brandon, is this a must-win game for the Ravens?
I think so.
Why?
Because who's the Bengals got?
Bengals are 3-4, and they got an easy win. They got, I don't even know, they got aim right now because they got.
I guess nothing's easy, but
You're right.
yeah, I think so, man. Because this gonna be the 3rd straight loss, wouldn't it?
No, they keep alternating. They lost 1-1.
Yeah, I think so. And I do think Harbaugh is a huge problem, but his offense is so simplistic, and now they do the same thing, and it's just.
What is Deshaun Jackson going to do for that team? They just signed him. Is he going to bring anything to the table?
No. I mean, where's Will Fuller? I mean,
where is Will Fuller?
Ever since he hurt his thumb with us or whatever, I don't know.
Will Fuller done robbed 3 different organizations of contracts.
But he can give you more than Deshaun Jackson.
They said I heard that his heart wasn't in it, and he was like, just whatever. But he said, if a contender asks me to come, I'll go. I don't know, dude. I don't like people like that because if you love the game, go play the game.
Right.
Go play the game. Yeah. So John Jackson's a nothing for you. And you think they have to win. What do you think, Shaman? You think it's a must-win for the Ravens?
Yeah.
They're 3-3, and the Browns are 2-4. If they lose, they're 3-4. The Browns are 3-4.
Well, it's not a must-win like they'll be dead, but it's a win that you're going to need and you're going to want because this is not a loss that you're going to win on your record come week 17.
Division loss, right? Yeah. So what about the Browns? Is it a must-win for the Browns then?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So this was a must-win for the Browns.
They need this one if they want to even stay any type of. Because you can't beat the
Patriots with Zappy. Come on,
Zappy's
Browns.
Good though. Zappy's not bad.
Who?
Zappy.
Listen, Tommy Jr. Please don't start doing this. They're good and all this stuff with all these 3rd, 4th string quarterbacks that stick around.
But Tommy will call good quarterbacks trash.
You know what I'm saying? Stop saying they're good. Okay? Stop saying they're good. Dude is where he's at for a reason. Okay, he's in the NFL. So yeah, in our eyes, he's great because he's in the NFL. But as an NFL player, they look at him like this old Zappy.
and he getting the wins.
We'll see. All right, my fantasy game of the week, I think it's gonna have the most implications for fantasy as far as from the quarterback down to the defense is the Seahawks versus the Chargers. Chargers are 4-2. You win this game, you're staying on top of that division, doing big things. Seahawks 3-3, they win. They still in charge of their division. Who needs it more, Shaman? Who needs it more?
I don't know, to be honest. It's a little too early in the season, bro.
We halfway through almost.
I know, but it's like teams still just 3-3 and stuff like.
Yeah, but if you're 3-3 and you see the moves the 49ers just made, and you see D-Hop just came back for the Cardinals, and you drop another game, I don't know. And on the other side, the Chargers, you're in the division with Patrick Mahomes, so I feel like
the Chargers. But it is a must win for the Chargers.
Not must win. Who needs it more though?
The Chargers.
What do you think, Brandon? You agree?
Yeah, just because if the Chiefs sort of win, they'll be what, 6-1, or
they've lost twice, right? Yeah, they lost to the Colts.
Oh, they lost twice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Chargers need it because nobody's expecting Seattle to be where they're at. You know what I'm saying? And they still be in the division even if they lose. So
I agree. Mm-hmm. And speaking of the Chiefs, we saw what happened because we all thought the Colts. I thought the Colts were going to be whatever, at least the top of the cream of the crop in their division. But you guarantee go into 49er country who's super hyped, get Chris McCaffrey, whether he plays or not. The 49er crowd knows that he's there. He's going to be in uniform.
He's playing. They just said it on 49ers.
He is playing. How much is he playing? Because I got.
I thought Shanahan was playing
15 to 20 snaps.
He better not take away no carries from Wilson because I need him to do something.
I don't think he's gonna be fantasy relevant. I'd bench CMC.
All right, so the Chiefs, they go into 49er country. 49ers are hyped. Chiefs coming off a loss. Big game. Who's it more important to, Shaman?
It's more important to the Chiefs is because they're going to be battling with the Bills. If we lose, our division's still tight. You feel me? We still in there to win ours. But if they even drop a game with them, there's going to be consequences. So they can't afford to lose to a banged up 49ers. So they feel like this is a must win. I feel like it's a bigger win on them because if we lose, I'm not going to. Okay, we in the division. We still in it. Them, if they lose, they lost 2 in a row. I don't think Patrick Mahomes has ever lost 2 in a row. So, yeah.
You don't want to go to Josh Allen country for the AFC Championship game. I know that. You don't want to go in that cold. Buffalo with them crazy-ass fans. Nope. What do you think, Brandon?
I think it's more important for the Niners, and I do think they'll win.
But, you got the Niners winning.
Yeah.
I think they can win.
I don't think Kansas City is all of that. I think we saw the best we're going to see of them. I just say because if the Niners lose, McCaffrey goes from a team to another team that's one game better.
Right. Yeah, so, I agree with both of y'all. I kind of probably more agree with Shaman just because of the 49ers still, even if they lose to the Chiefs going forward, they're still probably going to be the favorite. Whether somebody got a better record or not, I think they're still going to be the favorite to win that division. I think the Chiefs are still looking at battling, not just the Bills. You got to battle them Chargers, yo. And the Chargers going to slowly start getting healthier. Just like the Niners going to slowly start getting healthier. And that's going to be scary. Because going forward, I can see the Bills, their best corner ain't even played. He's been out. Yeah. I don't see the Chiefs getting better nowhere. I don't see them getting better nowhere.
No, Jason Verrett about to come back real soon. Jason Verrett about to come back.
Yeah, so I feel like the Chiefs have to do something at the trade deadline. Which way somebody needs to be there, offense, defense, something. They need to do some kind of impact because I don't see them doing anything. But getting to the big game for Brandon, he got his Dolphin stuff on. We already talked about the return of the Dak. Now it's Tua. Return of Tua.
Oof.
On the road. No, y'all not on the road. Y'all at home.
Yeah,
right?
We're at home with throwbacks.
Thank God y'all at home. I think that crowd's going to be lit. The team's going to be happy. They're going to be hyped. They're going to be confident back. They're going to have that mojo, I think. Steelers coming off a big emotional win. The crowd was going crazy. The defense is nuts. They're going to have a letdown moment, dude. They spent so much energy last week. What do you expect from Tua, Brandon? What do you expect him to do?
I expect him to be playing the way he did before he got hurt. Which he could have played the last 2 weeks, but we all know this shit. Steelers players get concussions and they practice all week. But, yeah, I mean, he was what, the number 2 quarterback, number 1 in yards.
That's what I was going to say. Could he have been in the running for the AFC version of the MVP? That's crazy to say. The 2 most scrutinized quarterbacks going into the year, Tua and Hurts, could be would have been like the MVP of their conferences. That's crazy to say that.
Yeah,
That's crazy to say that.
And I think we should win. We real banged up, but I don't think it's going to matter.
Is Hill going to play?
Hill's playing. Waddle's questionable. Xavier Howard's questionable.
Yeah, Howard is the biggest deal to me.
Yeah, our secondary's banged up, but I'm not worried about Kenny Pickett too much.
I thought Trubisky was playing.
Nah, Pickett, he was cleared Monday, the day after.
Also, Pickett is playing? Miami's down. I'm glad I got their defensive fantasy now. That's great.
Yeah,
that hurts Deontay Johnson now. God. Who was it? Shaman that trade raped me for Cooper? For the CeeDee Lamb.
It could be close because Flores is there and he might know our defense, but so what?
I think Miami's going to smack them in the mouth. I think they're going to smack them in the mouth and show them, hey, Jets, y'all might be in second place right now, but it's our turn. We already beat the number one gun. I think Miami's going to come back. All right, Nick. I think Miami's going to come back and smack them. What you think about that game, Shaman?
I think Miami's going to do good, man. I think they're going to
have no chance?
Huh?
Steelers have no chance?
The Steelers, they definitely have a chance, because they got a good interior defense. They keep a good defense. They're great, powerful. So they're definitely going to have to work for every inch that they got. But I think the Dolphins just purely flat out have a better team than the Steelers do right now. Obviously, the Steelers don't know if Pickett's even coming back yet. I don't know if he's cleared or not.
Playing.
He's starting.
So he's playing. All right. So Pickett's playing. That's a young man right there. He's still learning. I think Miami has the most experience. I got them winning it. I got Miami.
What about trade deadline for either one? The Dolphins, I think, are still going to make the playoffs. I think that if they win this game, if Tua looks like he did, I think they're primed for that. Brandon, does your team need to make a trade or anything?
Yeah, we do.
What do they need to do?
We need to get some secondary. Byron Jones still ain't back. We've lost 3 other starting corners. So we need to.
You better get our boy from Washington.
That's who give. Which I want, a third or fourth? I'd give it up.
I don't know. Why should probably give him to you? They don't know how to run the organization.
But yeah, and Trey Gesicki and get something for him because he just don't work with us. So.
Is it they don't work with y'all or they don't use him properly? Because he's not a blocking tight end.
Mike McDaniel, you need to be able to block. Yeah, you need to be able to block. Mike McDaniel's offense. So. I mean, he had a good game. I mean, he's a good player. I like him, but $12 million a year.
His gritty is horrible. I think I do mine better.
I think that's why he does it.
All right, so the next team, another team in that division, 3-3. They're about to play on. You know what? The NFL pisses me off with this scheduling.
The worst prime
First of
games
all,
ever.
The Bills and Chiefs should have been like the Sunday night game last week.
Yes.
Tired of this crap because Sunday night games are more prime time than Monday night games. I don't care what nobody says. Sunday night game is like you don't watch all the football or you watch all the red zone, and now you can actually relax because all these games ain't going on.
And watch just one game,
and it should be a powerful game. Monday night you working during the day, then you got to work the next day. You might not even watch the whole game. So whatever. But this Monday night game got the Patriots and the Bears. I mean, garbage. But the garbage thing about it is the Patriots could be 4-3 if they win.
I don't think it's an if.
They gonna win?
The Bears are off. I mean,
they beat the Niner chain gang. Niner gang.
I don't know. Maybe the weather, maybe Trey Lance.
I don't know how that. It was in a monsoon.
This shit crazy. Man.
So look, we got 9 minutes left. I want to get to a couple things real quick. All right. So just like we did with the NFC, I need y'all to tell me an AFC team 500 or below that could be a contender. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with my boys.
I was gonna say the same thing. Dolphins, baby. Who you got?
I got New England.
Ravens with Lamar Jackson. Go ahead.
I got New England.
You got faith in them like that?
Yeah, I got faith in Bill Belichick. Like you said, the coach.
I ain't gonna laugh at you because they got a chance to be 4-3, possibly.
That's what I'm saying.
500 team that's 500 team or above. That's a fraud, Shaman. Fraud have no chance of doing nothing.
The Cowboys.
I said AFC, man.
Oh yeah, my bad. AFC Raiders. No,
Raiders
they're
are
not
1-4, dude. I said 500 or above.
Yeah, nah.
Think about it. Go ahead, Brandon.
I got a few. One of them is the Jets, and
That's
the
my
other's
team, the Jets.
the other's the Titans. The other's the Titans.
Yep, that's a good one too. The Titans.
Yeah, I was gonna go with that one. The Titans for real.
So going to the Titans play the Colts this week, and I think we all said that the Jaguars. I know at least me and Brandon said the Jaguars can beat the Giants. Who's gonna win that division?
I hope. I still got the Colts winning it. They got that tie, which might help them.
What about you, Shimon?
The Colts.
Colts. I'm going Jags.
Jags.
I'm shocking it all, yo. I'm shocking it all. Best team in the AFC right now.
Bills.
Bills. MVP of the AFC right now. Is it Josh Allen? Josh Allen?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, we're gonna finish right now. 7 minutes with some fantasy talk. Me and Shimon ain't really got much to say.
Yeah, some rookie shit.
We're gonna talk about it though. We're gonna talk about it. All right. So let me see, where am I at? Did I lost my here we go. All right. So what's the bigger surprise? The bigger surprise as far as a wide receiver, Amari Cooper or Curtis Samuel for Washington? Because I wasn't high on either one of them.
Amari Cooper.
I know. I didn't think Amari Cooper.
I was shocked that he actually catching passes and stuff, yeah.
It's crazy. All right, bigger letdown for wide receiver. Then these are probably like third round receivers, probably DJ Moore or Scary Terry.
I would say Terry because I think Terry's so good. I don't know what happened.
Terry might actually went in the second round. Tell you the truth.
Yeah.
What happened? Is it the quarterback or did he just
die? Maybe Taylor. I guess we'll see this week.
All right. Bigger surprise fantasy quarterback, Geno Smith or Jared Goff? Because I would have never thought either one of these.
Jared Goff, Jared Goofy,
he's winning games.
Jared Goofball. He got better. I think Jared Goff's better than Matthew Stafford. They should have kept him.
What?
The way they're playing right now this season, who's playing better? Jared Goff is playing better than Matthew Stafford this season.
Who's ranked higher fantasy? Smith or
I think Goff is.
Goff is. I think Geno's the biggest surprise.
Bigger surprise. Josh Jacobs, who I was not high on, or Miles Sanders, who I wasn't high on.
Miles Sanders. We always knew Josh Jacobs could have a breakout anytime Alabama back.
I mean,
but Miles Sanders, that's surprising, yo.
Surprising.
I used to just think he was one-dimensional, but it looked like he kind of got the full package a little bit.
I thought they were going to make a trade for another running back to come there because
I'm more surprised with Jacobs, honestly.
More with Jacobs because you thought the rookie was out.
I thought he was out of favor.
I'm sitting there like, what? All right, here we go. Because on the show, we have dogged Daniel Jones, and we just talked about Josh Jacobs. Both of them are playing without the team picking up their fifth-year option. Daniel Jones is 5-1 right now, and Josh Jacobs was doing what we just talked about. Which one of them can you see back with their current team next year?
Daniel Jones. I could see Daniel Jones back in New York.
You think New York is going to give him another shot?
Yeah, they're going to sign him to a 2-year contract.
You think so? It
could. They're going to give him some money.
What about Jacobs?
I think if Jacobs has a better chance of staying.
You think it's Jacobs?
Yeah, I don't see them keeping Jones.
You don't think because obviously they have no ties to them, so they could probably go anywhere they want, right? They can pick up the option. You don't think another team would pay Josh Jacobs or no?
Yeah, I mean they may, but running backs just ain't what they used to be, man.
I mean, I saw,
but the Raiders got two other decent backs behind them.
So I can see them paying Jacobs. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's gonna stay, and Jones is gone.
You think he's gonna stay after they say no? I don't want to pick up your option.
Yeah, I mean, I can see him staying before Jones. I don't think Jones is gonna play anymore for the Giants after this year.
Okay, who's the bigger fantasy first round pick letdown, based on where you drafted him and based on production? Is it number 1 pick Jonathan Taylor or probably top 6 pick Najee?
Could it be the Jamar Chase bum ass that I drafted? No. I would say Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor.
You think it is Jonathan Taylor?
Because he went 1 and 2 in most drafts, I'm sure. Yeah. So
what do you think, man? You agree?
Very disappointed. I mean, whoever got D. Henry, I'm disappointed in D. Henry.
But you not think D. Henry's doing okay now, though, right?
Yeah, Henry's doing all right.
But come on, yo, D. Henry, we've seen better. Come on.
All right, fantasy QB letdown, because all we heard was, don't take a QB early. There's plenty of QBs. Wait. And then we saw Shaman in the Raw League take this mug, Josh Allen, real early. We laughing at him like, that's why you stupid coming in the big league. You ain't smart. Look like a smart pick to me. But other people that waited, which one's a bigger letdown? Matthew Stafford or Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson.
Why is that?
Russell, because he was supposed to be the missing piece to the Broncos. Remember when Tommy was saying that was the missing piece? We're activated now. This is all we ever needed.
He said
we're Tommy's gonna say nothing but positive things about his team. They could be 0-16. He's gonna find something positive about the shit.
Tommy will ride with his team to the.
I mean, I'm always gonna be a fan, but I can tell you we suck.
But half the time he's not realistic. And don't get me wrong, Tommy knows his insides and outsides of the Denver Broncos. But if you can really look at Russell Wilson and say he's playing well, dude, come on, man.
Well, he said he's playing well.
Oh, well, come on, read the group chat. My man be like, look what he's doing on this. 2 minutes left. Rookie for the rest of the way. My boy Robinson, Breece Hall, who's killing right now, Pierce, who's taking over everything and ain't sharing with nobody. Which running back would you want?
Breece.
Yeah,
Breece Hall, because the way he's
tearing I love Brian Robinson, but Breece Hall can do it all.
You agree, man?
Dude from the Jets. Yeah, dude from the Jets, yeah.
Yeah, I agree too. All right, wide receiver.
Olave.
Garrett Wilson, Pickens, Olave, or London?
Olave. I mean.
If you're asking...
I think London might be the best, but it's
I really like Pickens if we're talking about like on some future stuff, but right now a lot of it.
Well, with those people, you didn't pick them in the high round, did you?
I got Pickens.
But you didn't get him to what, the late round or a free agent, right? So
I got him to a late round.
Keeper. You use him as your keeper.
Nah, I ain't using him as my keeper.
I said if you did use him for that round.
Dubs might be up there in that conversation eventually.
Who?
Romeo Dowds.
Romeo. All right, we're under a minute. Yo, thank y'all, fellas. Appreciate it. Keep praying for Big Dave. We're gonna see, man. I'm playing you this week. I'm trying to get 3 wins. I'm trying to get that 3rd win, man. So
I'm getting mine this week.
I'm lucky that I ain't playing Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs this week, but I ain't taking no guarantee.
I got Hurts on a bye week, man. So Jimmy G come through. Yeah, Jimmy G got to come through.
Jimmy G. He might do it against that weak Chiefs defense. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. It's going to be fun. The NFL's getting good. Thank y'all, fellas. Rellism Raw Sports Talk episode 132, part 2. Have a good night. The Golden State is getting destroyed by Tommy's Denver Nuggets with the MVP. The Denver Nuggets.
They'll come back and win. Watch. Warriors going to win.